So Theo, Finnegan, and Hunter King are the people who are currently residing within the factory. Is that correct?
Seems so.
Yeah, Finn. Well, assuming that Finn joined, like, say, a month back or so, like, he'd probably have moved in to some degree and kind of like trying to help actually get things situated.
Okay.
He's got 2 Dutch resources, so you know.
So your pack moved into this territory despite the rumors, the warnings that it was a cursed territory and you would surely die and you were foolish for coming here. Maybe it was a lust of conquest or just the fact that you saw prime territory and wanted it. Regardless, you settled down here, found a spirit, and bound it as your totem. In the abandoned factory, you three find yourselves late one evening as the sun is just beginning to set. I'm going to have all 3 of you roll perception. Do not forget, new players, that every form of werewolf gives you a bonus. Even the human form, you'll have a bonus to your perception.
What page is that on?
It's +1 in Hishu, right?
Yeah, it's +1 in Hishu, and the page is the forms page. I know all the perception bonuses by heart, but Hishu is +1. I think the page.
Finn gets 1 success.
I get 2.
Okay. So if you need a quick reference, the page for the forms will be 96, it looks like. Yeah, 96. Okay.
Everyone's rolled. No.
The unmistakable scent of blood begins to waft through the air. Although you don't pick it up as well as you would with your wolf senses, the fact that you can smell it must mean that there must have been a lot. It's not within your factory, but wafting probably from one of the open or broken windows of the factory, outside.
Finn would call out to the others saying,
Oh, wait.
"Hey, didn't you?"
We never came up with an aspiration for our totem. Because it gives us a bonus aspiration.
It does give you a bonus aspiration. I put it into your pack, which is basically conquest. Become better.
Oh, okay.
The territory.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, so Finn is doing like an assessment of like the kind of security of the building, like because he's paranoid about such things. And as soon as he smells this scent, he calls out to the others who he believes can easily hear him in the building, shouting, "Did anyone else smell that?"
Yeah.
Yep.
So, if someone out there is bleeding out, I guess we could kind of check on them, maybe. It is our territory, after all.
I suppose so. I'll head out.
All 3 of us?
Yep.
All right. So Finn would collect his rucksack and put down whatever he was doing, like checking windows and doors, and start to gather with the other 2 to head out.
Okay. You 3 will exit the factory, following the scent. This would normally be a tracking roll for you guys. It'll be in this urban encounter, be wits plus streetwise. And I personally allow you to add your perception bonus for form to this as a rule for my werewolves in my game. So you will roll wits plus streetwise plus your perception bonus for your form, which in Hishu is 1.
Finn gets 2 successes.
2 successes as well.
What do your wolf eyes see?
Other wolves.
What does your wolf nose smell?
That too.
Although
Also, other
Theo
wolves.
Go ahead. Although Theo seems like he doesn't quite catch the scent to track it enough, you're easily able to line in with Hunter and Finnegan, who seem to know where they're going. You'll go around back to the factory, down this alley that runs right through. You see 3 corpses, and you know they're corpses from the amount of blood and the fact that 2 of them that are flopped on their back have giant gaping holes in their stomach. Kind of laid out, very peaceful like, right in a row, right next to your factory.
What, like, is it just like, does it look like they were torn open? Or was, or
Uh,
there's just a hole?
I would say it looks like they were kind of torn a bit. Not like ripped by one single swipe, but it looks like something scrabbled in there. There's little marks all around the holes that show that it was either taken it bit by bit or maybe scavengers tore at the holes after they died.
Finn is going to throw his eyes, his vision and his smell into the Hissel. But he's going to leave his hearing so you can hear the other 2 talk.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll for that?
That's
No,
something
I-
werewolves can do.
Yeah,
yeah, you can
just look
switch your
straight into the
switches
shadow.
between the 2 sides.
So you look directly into the shadow. There's little spirit motes of death hanging around, but they're not. Roll intelligence plus occult. We'll give you that. And if you have any specialties for spirits, I would allow that to apply.
Intelligence, is it intelligence, wits, and occult?
This will be intelligence plus occult.
Okay, I have no occult, so it's just 2 intelligence. It's be a chance die.
Okay.
Okay. 1. No modifiers here, no modifiers. Right.
Yeah, no modifiers, just the chance die. So
Yeah.
close. All right. You see little death emotes hanging around. Very, very few of them, maybe 2 or 3 rank 1 death spirits who seem to be lapping up some essence.
Okay. I bring my senses back into the physical and say there doesn't seem to be anything special on the side, just little death spirits. When you guys want to check, keep watching the street whilst we investigate.
Theo, it seems like you don't know what's going on. How about you go watch
I
the
mean-
street?
I followed you guys, but I don't want to go watch the street. The street's boring.
I think at this point we and Theo would look at each other and then both simultaneously look at Finnegan.
Fine, I'll watch the street. Like Finn just slumps and takes position to just like check on no one else comes by and stumbles across him, leaving the other 2 to check the corpses.
Okay. Theo and Hunter, you're left with the corpses. Like I said, they're laid out in a row, 2 on their back, 1 is on its front. Just laid down straight in a row along the back of the factory.
I'm going to turn over the one that's on its front.
You roll over the body without trouble and find that it too as well has a nice little hole that's been torn out into its stomach.
Huh.
Every last one of the bodies seems to be a man.
I'm sorry
Is
to
there anything-
retread territory here, but the hole was from outwards in or inwards out?
You'd probably have to make a good intelligence plus medicine roll just to figure out how the wounds were inflicted.
Sure,
we'll
I'll
say.
go for
Or
it. I will use a willpower. Just
Those
to
are always
get rid of
nice.
some of my negative. 2 successes.
Finn will be sending a text to Tigrin saying that they've got disturbance near the factory.
Okay.
So let them know where they are so you can catch up.
Okay, that text will go out. You take a look at the wounds, and it looks like it was made by something small. The holes were definitely animal made. It looks like it was chewed clean through. You're not sure if it was made inwards or outwards, but it was something definitely chewed a hole through the stomach here.
Well, if something pushed its way out, that the skin would flap out that way.
It's completely chewed off, I would say. It doesn't have any flaps. It's eaten.
And again, if it was on the inside, the thing would push its way out, so the skin would bulge in that direction. Especially
Normally,
a dead body.
it had to push its way out, but it's hollow. There's nothing to push past. When you look in, the organs are chewed through. It's not like a little gouge. It's a hole.
Does the hole go all the way through the people? Or is it
It's
only,
not
like,
a
just the
straight
front
hole
part?
all the way through. You just see the hole is gaping.
Wait, you said the organs are chewed through? The organs are missing? Is that what you said?
Yeah, from what you can see, you just see the hole and red.
I feel like we had a real Men in Black situation here. Everything seems fine to me. Everything's missing. Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Wherever the organs are, they clearly are intact because they're not here. Anyways, worms?
What the fuck could have done something like this?
I don't know, maybe they've been eating at that Spanish restaurant down the road.
Maybe. Whatever it is, it doesn't look like it was anything normal that could have done it. That's for damn sure.
Did Finnegan mention... Did you mention the spirit thing that you saw? Spirits?
Basically, I said that I saw a few like death motes, but I filmed them all, so Finnegan didn't notice anything. Finn didn't notice anything like beyond that, really.
Yeah. What would I need to do if I wanted to take a gander into that myself?
You'll just cast your senses over. You basically, whatever senses you cast over, you can even cast your sense of hearing and smell. You lose in the real world, so you could easily deafen or blind yourself in the real world.
Yeah, I mean Theo's right here, so I'll go with sight and hearing. Those seem to be the two main ways that I interact with the world.
Finn used sight and scent at the time.
Yes.
I'll stick to the main two.
Okay, you look over. You can see that the death spirits are still hanging around. There's about 2 of them right now, still lapping up what little essence they can, which isn't very much. If you want to roll an intelligence plus occult, you can.
I'll use another willpower. That's the kind of guy I am. I also don't think I'd succeed without it. Or with it, for that matter.
Alright, other than that, you don't see anything else, and you're not really getting a sense of anything wrong with this picture.
Alright, I'll snap back to reality and... Oops, there goes gravity. The wounds. I mean, does it look like... You're saying they're chewed out. Is there like... a radius, a bite radius?
Yes. You could say, Hunter, when he was a giant, it would have been like the size of his hand. Now it's definitely like a bit over. You could put your hand right there and maybe sink into the body a little bit.
Would I have any reason to suspect that this is a message that's being sent?
You would have no reason to suspect it's a message.
It is right outside our territory.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, though. Is like anybody? Are there any packs that are around us that this is the way that they operate? They don't do verbal threats or anything like that. They leave the dead outside your house, as it were.
The laughing wolf.
Not from what you can gather, but from your medicine, from your medicine roll, you can tell they have been dead for quite a while, which is odd. The blood is mostly coagulated, but there's a lot of it, which is odd to you.
So it's the same amount of blood that would be. So it's like the same area of blood that would be in a normal person, but all coagulated.
Yes.
That's weird.
Alright, hold on a sec. I got one more thing to tap on this. I am going to go ahead and tap immediately my 3 dots of residential area.
That
As
didn't take long.
not contacts. Well, I can use them as a bonus to try and figure things out. But I'm going to put them down as allies for this specific area that I want to contact. So I'll pull out a phone and I'll call. This is a residential area. Not residential area. I don't want to call the cops, but I want to call somebody that would monitor the area. Is there like a neighborhood watch around here?
Neighborhood watch, not in this neighborhood. The best you can think of for corpses. There is a clinic that's known to deal with shady kind of issues. They have kind of a reputation for dealing with bodies, gang violence, kind of on the down low. Instead of going, if you wanted to not go to a legitimate hospital, they're the kind of people you would turn to.
Right. Alright. Sure. I'll call up somebody there.
Okay. You'll get a cheerful woman answers the phone. Kinder Hands Clinic. This is Dr. Zimmerman speaking. How can I help you?
Ah, Zims. That's the person I was looking for. This is King, patient.
Oh, yes. 1 second. She seems to be going through her computer, pulling it up. Yes. What can I do for you, Mr. King?
I was wondering if you could make a house call, possibly.
Dr. Rose will be out shortly. I'm sure she can come and take a look at whatever you need. Do you want me to set up an appointment time here?
Just as soon as possible. That'll work.
Of course, I'll put it right in, and she will give you a call just before she arrives.
Sounds good. Thank you.
No problem. And then the phone clicks.
I'll look over at Theo. I say I'm gonna have somebody come out here and take a look at this. They're
Probably
familiar with
does.
they're familiar with the local area too. They might have some idea who's up to this sort of thing. And at the very least, how and why they died. Cause of death could be just as important.
Okay. The sun sets down low. It's about an hour before you get a call from Dr. Rose. Anything you're going to do during that time?
Drag the bodies inside.
Okay. Good idea.
Probably good. Probably smart. Yeah.
You guys drag the bodies inside. Finnegan,
Yep.
you will have to turn away a few people that come by curious. Not really like curious. They're just kind of wandering. Like, oh, sorry, this area's closed off for whatever.
Okay.
Most don't really give you a hassle or trouble. No one seems really interested in getting into the alleyway. When they finally bring the bodies inside, you're kind of relieved from your position, able to go inside as well. Is there anything
Right.
you want to do to take a look at the bodies?
I might. I do actually have medicine, but since that's been done, I might take a look to see if I can. This is. Could I use survival maybe Yeah, no, I can't do anything. It's fine.
Okay, fair enough. At
actually,
this time,
yeah,
Go
the
ahead.
only thing Finn would do would be check in to see if Tigrin's on his way yet or not. And
that was what
he
I was about
might
to say.
actually, Finn might actually, if the totem's around, he might actually try and speak to it and see if they witness anything or heard anything from the spirits around the area.
Okay, we'll do that in a second here. Tigran
Okay.
will arrive during this time. You get in there, and the pack shows you that they have 3 corpses that are very strange.
Yeah, Mulder and Scully brought them in. Finn looks over at the other two.
As you there?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're Tigran, right?
Peculiar.
Do you have anything you want to do with the bodies?
Yeah. What do you need me to do? Got it.
What?
Splendid.
I think.
Well, yeah, I suppose I better get a look at the bodies myself. See if I can pick anything up.
Okay. Do you want to kind of medically examine them? What are you looking for?
Pardon?
If you want to take a look at them like Hunter did, you can just roll an intelligence plus medicine, see if there's something you can pick up that he didn't.
Well, I don't have medicine, so I'm going to have to spend willpower on that one.
Other than that, so you're not going to do anything with the bodies, or you're going to do it? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, but after getting a look at them, the plan is to eventually, well, take him to that. Try and take him to that. Wait, was the suggestion to take him to that clinic?
The clinic is the doctor's doing a house call. She'll be coming out there.
Right. First, I'll get this looking at the corpses.
All right, then roll it.
Won't come through anytime soon.
Where's the other half of that roll?
Yeah, you should. If you don't have any medicine, it should be a -3.
Yeah, spend a willpower to nullify the penalty.
Ah, right.
Oh, so it's the storyteller.
Oh no.
There you go.
Sorry, I accidentally hit exit. Ignore that.
Don't pay
Okay.
attention to the man behind the curtain.
You learn everything Hunter did. It looks like the wounds were chewed through. Like they might even sat there just gnawing there for a minute. It looks like the as far as you can
Your
see,
volume is going away.
I recommend looking into Discord settings, going into voice and video, and perhaps turn off the automatic determine input sensitivity. That might be what's doing it. Just click the gear icon, voice and video, turn off automatically determine input sensitivity.
Okay.
Probably what's doing is picking up something. It's probably picking up something in the background, like trying to lower your volume.
Can you guys hear me better right now?
Yeah, you can fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Tyron, you learned just everything the same thing that King learned about the bodies. Nothing really more. About this time, you'll receive a call, Hunter, on your cell.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. King. And it's Dr. Victoria Rose, just Dr.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Wow, cannot hear you at all now.
Your audio is gone.
Those damn spirits again. Where's a
Shock and awe.
binder?
We're trying to make shock and awe. Stop trying messing with the call.
Where's that bone shadow? Come on.
Clearly we were called the Gremlins.
If a storyteller becomes claimed, I'm gonna have to kill him. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I mean,
See, how's that?
fine. Keep it up.
I don't know what the heck is going on with this. Okay. You get the call from her. She says, "I'm close to your," and then she kind of pauses, "home. Can you let me in? When I arrive, I'll be there in about 5 minutes."
Yeah, sure. Just knock on the door. I'll push it open for you.
Okay. And
Finn
5
last-
minutes later.
Finn last come to
Sure.
who was that on the phone?
That was the doctor we told you was coming.
Alright.
So she will arrive 5 minutes later. You'll hear the knocking on the door. Allow her in, and she will smile broadly. "So what is it you need from me, Mr. King? You look healthy enough."
Oh yeah. There was 3 people that dropped by earlier today that weren't looking so good. I was wondering if you could take a look.
Of course.
Your volume's
Sure.
gone again.
Okay. What was the settings? Because maybe I hit the wrong setting. It's automatically determine input, right?
Yeah.
Just turn that off.
Should work. You may need to disconnect and reconnect to the channel as well.
That might be it. Well, this stupid settings. Anyways, okay.
Teething
She'll
problems.
look over. Yeah. Okay, she'll look over when she approaches the buys and go, "Well then, this is certainly something," she says. "How did you find them?"
Laying 2 face up, 1 face down.
She nods. She'll take out her doctor's bag, put on some gloves. Let's see. I'm going to roll her right now.
Finn is gonna chase outside to make sure no one followed her. Can you do a roll for that? Or
To
not?
make sure no one's following her inside the factory.
No one's followed her to the building. Yeah, like if someone's like,
Yeah, you can roll
Let's see,
perception if you want to kind of scan the area. That's fine.
yeah, I'll do an issue. Does it account for it in the sheet when you do the issue form?
Is
Does it?
there a what?
No, it does not count it depending on what form you are in. You have to add the modifiers.
Okay, I'm doing it myself. There you go, 1 success.
Yeah. Okay. Outside, there's no one that's followed her. You did see in her car there is a man just kind of relaxing in the passenger seat, leaning back, but you don't really get a good sight of him.
Take note of that, but don't go out to meet him at all. Probably check up on Tigrin and see what he's been doing.
Okay. She'll spend about 15 minutes examining each of the corpses. She puts her hand deep inside there. And after she pulls back after each, she kind of removes her gloves, takes off her coat, shakes it out, puts it to the side, and then turns to you guys. Well, what you have here is something very unusual. You might have noticed that the organs are mostly chewed out. It stops when you get to the heart, though. Everything up there still seems a little intact. And the heart is only partially chewed out. Whatever did this to all three of them in the same exact fashion. There's only minute differences, really.
Any differences in how long between each of them? Their deaths, I mean?
She frowns and goes, "The odd thing is, I can't really get a good time to place their death. Their blood is coagulated, their organs, some of them, I would say, rotted. These bodies are definitely been dead for a while, but watch," and she'll flop an arm. "Rigor mortis never set in," she said.
Yes, but you're saying if the blood is coagulated, then we know there's a set amount of time between death and when that happens.
Yes, and also when rot begins to set in.
Right, so...
Fill inside there.
Sorry, you said what now?
She'll say, "Fill inside them."
Oh, I've already seen. But I'm saying that at least gives us a set amount of time. Or at least a time window. I'm not saying you can give us a certain time of the day. I'm saying that you could at least tell us blood coagulates in about an hour after death or that sort of thing, so we know at least how long that takes to happen.
I would say the youngest. Very.
I think you went quiet
Never
again.
seen
Audio
anything
is
quite
Yep.
like
fading.
it.
No sound again.
You're back now.
God dang it!
Yep.
I turned the. I'm just gonna
Maybe it's
reconnect
Windows.
to the channel.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
You press-
reconnect to the channel.
By
and
the way,
hope that
you can press Control R to just refresh Discord completely.
might
like a
do
browser.
that. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect and kind of reconnect to Discord and see if that helps.
Okay.
Disconnect. Sorry, I'm trying to. I will be right back.
Has he considered consulting his local mechanicus priest for the rights of mending?
Well, it's not a session 1 of any game without sound issues.
Just in case you guys are falling or not, Finn's basically been talking with Tigrin, and it's just they're going to go and see if they can find the totem now. He still wants to talk to the totem and see if they found or noticed or heard anything about what's been happening.
Is the totem a legitimate tank?
The tanky's tank. Yeah, it's just come back. I'm just saying that also Finn's been talking with Tigrin text. And,
Can you hear me better?
You find a moment. Finn is gonna try and drag Tigran along to talk to the totem soon. Once you guys are up to with this, hope you make the last.
Yeah, let's hope I have any more issues.
Theo's an Iron Master. Don't you know this technology works? Go on, fix it. I know guns, not this. What is this? Do I shoot it better?
So the doctor will say you'll have about a day. That's the best she can give you on the youngest body in that sense. The shortest period.
That they've been dead a day? Doesn't rigor mortis set in by then?
She nods. It does. This is why it's so hard for me to give you an exact time for them to be dead.
No, I'm saying you just flopped the arm down on the ground like rigor mortis had not set in.
Yes, that is the problem, she says. They have rot that says they've been dead for quite a while. Their blood is coagulated, which means they've been dead for over an hour, at the very least.
You know rigor mortis... I'm sorry, this is a... rigor mortis...
Is that a character?
Well, no, I was just say, do you know, to a doctor, rigor mortis does fade over time?
Yes, but this is the thing. They are not been dead so long that it's been an issue. This is why it's hard, because they have signs that they've been dead for a long time, but signs that they've been dead for only a short time. Like their skin is still healthy. Their nails haven't really continued to grow. Things like that. She's seeing signs that they have been dead both short and long time, and it's confusing. That is the best way I can put it out.
Right, but I've got 1 dot of intelligence, so I'm going to assume that she's an idiot. Clearly, then, if they've got signs that they've been dead for a long time, then rigor mortis has just faded away, and they've already gone through rigor mortis, and then come out the other side. Because that's what happens to people. I've seen enough dead bodies to know that. That doesn't require intelligence.
She nods, but they also have no other signs of rot except maybe some of their organs.
Yes, that they're missing. Also, their blood is coagulated, which is also something that happens over time.
Usually faster than rigor mortis, she says.
Well, as we've already determined, rigor mortis has come and gone.
Maybe. But the problem is, then how are they showing no other signs of deterioration? If I just looked at this body without doing any examination, I would guess that they just died. Period.
That's what we had guessed. That's what I had guessed, anyway. But the fact that you're looking at it and you're telling me that... I'm hearing myself through some of this mic. Hang on there. Wait, it's from you, hero.
I'll put myself on mute.
Yeah, in the settings, there's a push-to-talk setting, which might be more usable, rather than clicking mute and unmute every time. I don't know, whichever's easier for you. I use push-to-talk myself. Anyway, but what you're suggesting is that the floppy arms clearly means that if they had been dead for longer, as we all know, I don't know how many dots in medicine you have, but I have 2. Rigor mortis fades over time, 48 hours to 50 or so, given the state of the condition of the body. That it's possible that they've been dead longer than we think. And rot isn't immediate. And blood coagulation, I mean, looking at the blood, is it like real thick or what? This is why I suggested push-to-talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna get... Blood itself is definitely turned a kind of dark brown color. But it's not super thick. It still has kind of a liquid consistency, which is very odd.
Where's Theo right now?
He probably left to go try find the spirit, the totem.
Oh, so you're with everybody else. So I'm here alone
You
with
with
this
Finn
woman.
then, right?
It's impossible to tell where it is in here, you know.
Well, how about we shift focus back over to you guys then, since you all three are together.
Yeah. So wait, let's see now. Explosive friend, then Theo. You're kind of kinfolk, aren't you? In a way.
Wait, what was that? I didn't hear you.
Nothing. Like Finn just shakes his head.
No, that wasn't in character. That was out of character.
No, that was in character.
Okay. I was asking out of character.
Oh, okay. Finn basically just addressing Theo, and he's saying, "So, where's this? Have you last time you saw a explosive friend of ours, Totem? I mean, you two are kind of kinfolk, aren't you?"
I mean, I guess.
Yeah. So, where are they?
I don't know. This is a big fucking factory.
I mean, I guess we could howl and see if they hear us.
Yeah. I'd imagine it being a tank, it would probably be near something akin to a fuel depot.
Honestly, I don't know why you guys took such a big place to have as a, well, center of operations anyway. I mean, you can't go wrong. Yeah, but you need something a little more manageable, really. But I've been trying to fix things up.
I'm gonna push my eyesight into the shadow to try to start looking for the spirit. For the totem, rather.
ST?
I shall also have a peek as well. Try and find him as well as.
As you also got Mac issues, you just went quiet.
Amazing.
Yeah.
The eldest is like looking back and forth, like, why are you so quiet all of a sudden?
Well, to be
Everyone's
honest,
whispering.
I've been turning up Keeper this whole time too. You're not doing the quiet thing everyone else is doing, but you're gotten quieter for some reason. I had to turn you up by 25%.
I don't know why
Let me
that
check
is.
that.
I don't know. I keep turning you up, and you keep going down. I don't know.
Should be fine though. Have we lost Stotello again? It looks like we've lost them again. The unhappy face in Discord chat.
Well, also the fact that he's unmuted and not talking is a good clue.
Mm-hmm.
Speak to us, ST. Or try, I don't know.
Oh, okay, I just figured out this whole thing. Never mind.
Yay.
What did you say they were tickling? Because you trailed off before as well.
He was trying to put his sight into the shadow as well.
Yeah, he said something else though, but he went quiet for me.
Yeah, the tank totem is there. It's rumbling about kind of keeping an eye out on the premises. So who is going to go speak to the tank totem is what I'm gathering.
I would assume me, because I have the strongest connection to it.
Yeah, Finn eggs him on, like, go on then.
Okay.
Which is in a good mood.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Well, you're going to have to cross over, which means you have to stay away from Dr. Victoria there, find a room, and I believe someone here has dedicated locus, so that means you'll probably be in
That's the Emmerich. I would assume the locus
Yeah,
is...
I do.
Great.
Yeah, Finn will cross over too, because like all three of us kind of go in there to address the totem.